Hello, my lovelies. Today's meditation practice is going to be a little bit different than what we would normally do. For today, you're going to need a piece of paper and a pencil, pen, some sort of writing device. I would recommend a physical piece of paper and some sort of writing device versus using an iPad or a cell phone to do this practice, as there's some therapeutic values to actually writing it down. There's some therapeutic values to actually writing something down on a physical piece of paper with a pen, enjoying your handwriting, however messy it may be. That's not the point of today's practice. So when you're ready, pause the video, find your materials, and meet me back here. Welcome back. So for today, we're going to be doing a meditation, kind of visualization on what happens when we start to change our perspective on a situation. This happens a lot in yogic philosophy of not being tied down to earthly wants and desires. And sometimes that means more than just not wanting things. It also means not giving things our full attention and allowing it to take a space in our bodies in the worst possible ways, and understanding that life is going to have lots of ups and downs. So for today, the meditation practice that we'll be using is changing our perspective on 3 things that cause us tension recently. These can be as big or as major as as big or as small as you would like them to be. And we're going to work on trying to find a different way to look at something when it may seem that there's only bad outcomes. So when you're ready, pause the video and write down 3 things, however big or small you would like them to be, that has caused you tension in the last week, the last month, in the last year, however long you want to make this practice. Write down 3 things, be quick, bullet pointed, and just allow yourself to find 3 things that caused you tension recently. The example that I offer is perhaps you have a roommate who, despite your nice asking to, has not done the dishes recently or continues to leave the laundry in the washing machine. Simple, but can be very frustrating at times. So when you're ready, pause the video and meet me back when you've written down your 3 things. Wonderful. Now that you've written down your 3 things, go ahead and draw a line underneath your 3 things and write down underneath the best possible outcomes for your 3 things. So back to my roommate example, maybe your roommate magically wakes up one day and decides to do all the chores in the house and you never have to do anything. This can be as far out there as you would like it to be, but the best possible outcome. Write those down, pause the video, and meet me back when you've done this. Wonderful. Now that we've figured out the 3 best possible outcomes, let's think of the most likely outcome for each situation. So back to my roommate example, maybe you take a breath and allow this to no longer cause tension in your body and say, you know what, I'm just going to do these chores. I'm not going to expect anything of this person, and that's just going to be that. Or maybe it's that you're going to talk to them and they're still going to maybe forget a few times, but they're going to get better about doing the chore more often. So when you're ready, pause the video and write down the 3 most likely outcomes. Welcome back. Last one, go ahead, draw another line under your 3 most likely outcomes, and now take a big deep breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now write down the outcome you would like the most. So some people may think that this is the best possible outcome. But back to my roommate example, if my roommate did all of my chores, then I would become the annoying roommate that never does any of the cleaning. Or then maybe I would always kind of feel like a burden to them. So maybe that's not the outcome I would really like. It's the best possible one that could happen if that were to be the best case scenario, but in reality, I might not be as happy with that situation as it may sound. So instead, coming up with the outcome that sounds the best to you, that would be the most likely, but also the one you desire the most. Meet me back when you're ready. Wonderful. Welcome back, my lovelies. We're now going to just take a few big, deep breaths. Wonderful. This is a great practice to use whenever we feel overwhelmed, like there's only bad outcomes for something, and to change our perspective as to see that maybe a situation isn't always as black and white as we would like it to be, and that taking another view and another way of looking at it can reveal a better outcome than we originally imagined. So, when you're ready, bring hands to the heart center. Thank you all so much for joining me today. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.